Hello everyone, and welcome back to Boater's Educational Saber Test. Now, we all know a lot about lightsabers, but we could always stand to learn a little bit more, so we're here to get some questions right, get some of them wrong, and come away a bit more knowledgeable about everyone's favorite laser swords. I'm your host, Boater, and with me today are these three contestants. The man with 1,000 faces, only a few of which will haunt my dreams, it's Zaandarbrow.
I only play like 30 different characters.
This was the tamest image I could find. Everything else was a touch too spicy. It's ericfak.
Hey, touche.
And finally, the creator of Yellow Light Whip 1 and 2, it's Max Jordan.
Love it.
And we've got AJ in the Scorekeeper booth because I tend to have trouble talking and counting at the same time.
Howdy there.
Today's categories should look a little familiar and a little bit new. We have Saga Sabers in Duels, questions about lightsabers in duels and the 9 Star Wars Saga theatrical films. Name that lightsaber. I will show you a lightsaber hilt and you need to give me the name of its wielder or of the saber itself. Snap Hiss. I will play an audio clip of a duel or other iconic lightsaber moment and you have to identify the source. SaberComp First. Questions about entries that broke new ground in the lightsaber choreography competition or in SaberComp. Wet Pun of a Jedi Knight. I'm not beating the Williasso ripoff allegations here. And Clumsy and Random. Category description. Oh, I actually don't have a category description. The description just says category description. It's just random questions.
Fantastic.
Is it going to be Ryan vs. Dorkman, all themes like last time?
Eric is going to be starting off with -5 points for saying that... You got the gag in early enough. I haven't started scorekeeping, so you got away with that one. Contestants, are you ready for the best?
Yes.
Yes.
CC, senor.
All right, so Xander, because you are in the presence of a couple of SaberComp council members, I want to give you the chance to pick first. So you may pick the category and which question we're going for.
I'll do SaberComp firsts for 15.
SaberComp first for 15. This LCC 2015 entry combined live action footage, 3D animation, 2D animation, art filters, and a sweeping orchestral score to create an expressionist silent film, Max.
Ooh. I'm realizing that I may have buzzed in too early.
It happens. It happens.
I believe it's, and I don't remember if this is the tagline on it, but it was impressionist Star Wars film or something like that. I don't remember if there was an actual name on it.
That will be good for half points if nobody else can give me an actual entry name. So there's a chance for Xander and Eric to be able to steal that from you if they have the actual entry name.
Yeah, I don't got it. I can't remember that one.
Okay.
I know exactly. I've watched it so many times. Beautiful.
I can give a hint that might help you come up with the name.
It's not Turning Point, is it?
It is not Turning Point. That is kind of funny, though, because that was me and AJ that did the Turning Point series. I love now that somebody has guessed my film when the answer wasn't my film. Everything is balanced as it should be. So the hint that I have on this one, and this might help you come up with the title. Again, if nobody has the title, then Max will get it for reduced points for what he gave us so far. In this entry, a dark side force user comes back to a temple, and a light side user that he used to know tries to get him to renounce the dark side.
Can't remember the actual name of it.
I know, it's a Star Wars fan film, LCC 2015.
That's actually honestly a good guess. At the time.
I think we're going to call it there.
Yeah, I can't think of the title.
This was Reunion, or the full video title is Reunion, an expressionist Star Wars film.
Yes.
I'm like the Sound of Brothers Quarrel.
So there is a difference between impressionism and expressionism. Just don't ask me to tell you what that difference is.
Yeah. But if anyone has not seen this one, go watch it. It's absolutely stunning.
Such a beautiful question to start on. Absolutely add that to your watch list. So for reduced points, that's going to be 9 points to Max to start off.
And I get a half point for guessing your other title.
You get a hat tip, good sir. But Max does get to pick our next question for having answered
All right.
that one.
I'm just gonna start it easy because I'm curious about it. Let's do Snap Hiss for 5.
Snap Hiss for 5. I love having been able to do this. I'm going to play an audio clip. When you know the moment, then go ahead and buzz in. Okay. Eric.
What is the Duel of the Fates in episode 1?
I'm going to, even though it's just a 5-point question, I want something more specific. Can you be more specific? You have 5 seconds, or it goes to Max, who also buzzed.
When Darth Maul ignites his lightsaber.
When Darth Maul ignites his lightsaber is correct.
Cool.
Cool. So you get those 5 points out of Snap Hiss for Eric.
Woo!
Yeah, it's Duel of the Fates. That's the soundtrack.
Yeah.
All right, Eric, you get to pick the next one.
Cool. Let's do Snap Hisses for 15.
Snap Hiss for 15. It's a short one. I'll play it a couple more times. Oh, we got a buzz on... I got Eric first.
Is that when Han is slicing open the Tauntaun in Empire Strikes Back to keep Luke warm?
It is absolutely Han slicing open the Tauntaun.
Oh, good job. Hang on, kid.
Delicious.
I would have loved to play it just a little longer, but, you know, Han started speaking. It was all right. I got to cut it right there.
Yeah, that's fair.
I was in the right movie. I thought it was the cave fight with Vader.
Oh, I could see that. I could see it
Yeah,
being in the Dagobah
was-
cave, like weird and squishy. Nate's first thought was, "Oh, that sounds like a Geonosian talking." I was like, "Oh, I could hear that." Okay.
Yep.
Someone just goes, wait, I know that sound. It's from Clone Wars Season 5, Episode 3.
This is
There's definitely people that would.
yeah.
That would.
I will say, for the rest of them, is that Snap Hiss does also all come from the Saga movies. So there's not going to be
Okay.
Clone Wars or Rebels or Resistance or anything like that. That's
no Darth Maul, Dan.
yeah, nothing from Shadow Lord.
No Sam Witwer making his own sounds.
No Ewan McGregor making his own sounds. Yeah. Okay, so Eric got that one as well. So Eric, you get to pick our next question.
Let's do same category. I'm going to go up to 25.
Snap Hiss for 25. Fingers on the buzzers. Max.
Wow. Ooh. Oh no, I'm wrong. Wrong on that. Can you play it one more?
I can play it one more.
Is this during the him pulling out the lightsaber on Kamino?
This is
Obi-Wan
not...
pulling out the sun. Okay.
Nope, this is not Obi-Wan drawing a lightsaber on Kamino. Xander.
Okay, play one more time. It's not Force Awakens, is it? When Han Solo is pulling out his blaster with a fin?
That is not this, no.
Alright.
Eric.
I do want to say it's Force Awakens. Is it when Kylo pulls out his saber just before he's going to kill Han?
That is not correct either.
Oh.
I have a hint, and then everyone will get the chance to answer again with reduced points. While the blade isn't ignited, the metallic sound that you hear is still the sound of a lightsaber being handled. And I will also say, as people are looking at the sequels, that's getting pretty close. Max.
Is it? It's not. Kylo. On crate before he fights Luke.
It is not. Xander.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, hear me out. It's Luke tossing the saber away.
It is Luke tossing the saber away.
Oh yeah.
Like, we've listened to that like 7 times, and the moment it comes up, you're like, oh, damn.
Okay. I don't remember there being that much wind. It sounded more like winter to me.
Right.
Yeah. It was I guess, really
the
windy.
part that was confusing me is like there being no music. To me, that said the beginning of a fight.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, a good one. That's a good high point.
That was a good one.
Yeah, really, really good pull. That's the first time, even like during testing, whatever, that someone's grabbed that. So with reduced points, that's going to be 15 to Xander.
Yeah.
Woo.
I forgot how much that scene pissed me off.
There's,
I was just about to say the same thing.
I was going to say, in grabbing the clip, there was a lot of that, and it's well, okay.
I did a test play just before this, and I was like, oh, that why?
Okay, Xander, you get to pick our next question.
Let's see. Name that lightsaber for 10.
Name that lightsaber for 10. Who wielded this lightsaber? I've got Eric first and then Max.
That is Obi-Wan Kenobi, specifically in Episode 3.
That is exactly correct. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Wow.
And I have here +5 points if you specified Episode 3.
Woo!
So that is 15 points for you from that one.
Cool.
Pulling you up to 35. Xander in second with 15, Max with 9, but we still have plenty of quiz to go. And Eric, you get to pick the next question.
Let's go Saga Sabers and Duels for 15.
Saga Sabers and Duels for 15. I will say that in my estimation, this category is a lot harder than it was on the last quiz. So prepare your buzzers and off we go. The lightsaber was the first piece of sound design that Ben Burtt created for A New Hope. How did he create the sound? I'm looking for 3 elements, but if you get even one of them, each of the elements are worth 5 points each. Max, you get to go first.
All right. Well, I know the swings were waving a mic in front of a speaker.
That will do. Yep, that's 5.
That was the whoa, whoa, whoa. The clashes are the 2 and 3 elements are. I'm trying to remember. Did the clashes involve? I believe an element that was dry ice.
Hitting dry ice for clashes, also good. Do you have the third, or are we going on to Eric?
I think you're going to have to go on to Eric on that one.
Okay. Eric and then Xander. If you guys don't get it, I'll let you know what specific element I'm looking for.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, because I definitely know the waving the microphone in front of the like the radio or the antenna.
It was a tube TV, yeah.
Or tube
a TV,
TV, yeah.
that had a lot of interference from the CRT.
Yeah.
But
I think I'm thinking of a blaster sound, but I remember there being something
that's the one I was
about
doing.
like they would tap like a I forget what kind of metal wire.
yeah, so that's a guy wire that was hit like on a utility pole, and that is for blasters.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I can't
that's
think of what
the
the
other
third
one I was.
Xander.
I think it was. I know it was something from like a TV set. Lightsaber sound. Damn.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm gonna give a hint on this one. It will still be for 5 points if anyone else can guess this last one after I share the hint. The hint is that this is the sound of machinery associated with cinema when it is not running, just when it is powered on.
Projector.
You didn't buzz in again, but I'll give it to you. It is, in fact, a projector.
Alright.
Yeah, it's an idol. Okay.
In old film projector, swings were waving a microphone with a broken cable, specifically, in front of the tube TV, picking up the interference from that, and the clashes were hitting dry ice. That was Saga Sabers and Duels for 15. And that was 5 points to Xander, bringing you to 20, and 10 for Max, right on his heels at 19. Max, you got more points on that one, so ball is still in your court for the next question.
Let's try clumsy and random for 10.
Clumsy and random for 10. SaberComp entrants often coincidentally include elements that other competitors also use in the same year. In SaberComp 2023 New Beginnings, how many entries out of 24 featured a Sith holocron? Max.
10.
10 is incorrect. Xander?
12.
12 is also incorrect. Eric?
Taking a shot in the dark. 8.
A shot in the dark, 8, is also incorrect. So I'm going to give a hint, and I will need you guys to buzz in again after the hint. For reduced points, the number doesn't sound that high when I say that it's out of 24 entries, but it's a lot more significant when I say that there were only around a dozen entries that were actually, like, in canon. Xander, I had you on the second buzz first.
Let's see, I'm gonna say 6.
6 is still incorrect. Max.
3.
3 is correct. Desperate Decisions, The Ceremony, and Echoes of the Past all used the iconic pyramid Sith holocron. There were one or two that like had MacGuffins that kind of did the same thing from story-wise, like the Immortality, but we're not counting that. We're specifically looking at Sith holocrons. And as a bonus, as long as we're talking about people kind of doing the same thing accidentally, 2 entries with the same exact title.
That's awesome. What threw me on this one was we did have a year where the required prop was a holocron as well. That one threw me for a second. I was like, but it was before that year, I think. But yeah.
Okay, so that was 6 points for Max.
I don't know. I still feel like my favorite entry so far is still the one where the Jedi fights the Power Ranger.
Spenceley's going to be very happy to hear that, and I, who shot it, am also happy to hear that.
Hey.
If he just buzzes in and is like, you rang?
Max, that was 6 points for you, bringing you back up into the back up into second. And it is your pick.
All right. I am going to let's take another swing. Let's do weapons of the Jedi Knight for 20.
The wet pun of a Jedi Knight for 20. This is going to be a pun related to lightsabers somehow. What pun is this?
Oh, I can't see it.
Xander.
I'm guessing it's when a lightsaber gets sliced in half and the smoke is coming off it.
No, it is not. Max.
You'll have to go to someone else.
Okay.
buzzed too quickly.
No worries. Eric, do you have one, or should I go to the hint?
I don't have one yet.
Okay. The answer to this one is actually the title of a SaberComp entry. Max?
I might be on the wrong track here, but is it Han Wick?
It is Han Wick.
I had that in my head, but I forgot that was an entry.
Okay.
Nice.
I wasn't sure what kind of pun we were talking about.
Yep, so that was just, if you could get into Han Dynasty, and then what we got right there, that was Han Wick, which at 3/5 points is 12 points for Max, which I believe brings you up into the lead at 37.
Ooh, I gotta catch up.
Ooh. All right.
Don't you mean hot sauce up?
Spice it up.
I'm sorry, that was a terrible.
Terrible. Listen, there are 4 more puns that are on here that are absolutely worse than that. Do not apologize for catch up. You can pick our next one, Max.
All right, let's do SaberComp first for 5.
Okay. SaberComp first for 5. This LCC entry was the first ever winner of the lightsaber choreography competition. Everyone buzzed in simultaneously, but I got Max first.
Ryan versus Dorkman 1.
It was Ryan versus Dorkman. There was a small part of me that was hoping that you guys were going to do this one really early and then be like, is this the Ryan versus Dorkman category?
For one brief moment when that question came up, I second guessed myself and like, was it Art of the Saber? For like a brief second.
Yeah.
No.
That was
Because it was the
second
same
place
year.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, those two got like a TV interview for that one, I think.
Yeah.
Max, you can pick our next question.
Pick
Plug into the
let's-
lead.
Let's do Saga Sabers and Duels for 5.
Saga Sabers and Duels for 5. Before the prequel trilogy used them to replace D-rings, what were the CoverTech clips originally meant for? The CoverTech belt clips that are used on the prequel era lightsabers and have been used since then. Xander.
Were they the original communicators, like Jedi communicators?
No. I do know what you're thinking, but no. Max.
Were they not like clips for the Flash itself? Like were they not already on there? Weren't they not already belt clips?
Nope. No, they were not. They were not belt clips for a camera flash. Eric.
Okay. I'm second guessing myself now.
May as well go for it. No losing points for
Yeah.
a wrong answer, but I'll give a hint after this.
Was it an alternate activation button?
It was not. So I'm looking for what CoverTech clips as a real world item were used for. They were made for what was at the time an emerging technology. So I'm looking for a real world, not in universe answer of what CoverTech clips were originally meant for. Xander.
It was like a camera attachment, right?
It is not a camera attachment. You're getting close. Someone earlier said belt clips, and that was somewhat close too, but I want to know what specifically was being clipped. Max.
Was it like a attachment or pick point for a safety harness?
It was not. That is a good guess. Okay. Although as I look at it, I'm like, I wouldn't want to put that as a safety harness.
Yeah.
Eric, do you have anything? I've got one. I'll let one more buzz from Xander, but I want to give Eric a second shot first.
Yeah, I don't got it.
All right, Xander.
Camera light attachment.
No, I think we're gonna call this one.
Hey.
CoverTech clips were originally for phone and PDA belt clips. They were just to attach like your phone, and you could actually find like phone cases that had the CoverTech wheel built into it. CoverTech is a company that still exists today making phone accessories.
Oh, cool.
They're fine with lightsaber builders recreating those belt clips that they don't make anymore, as long as they're still called CoverTech.
Interesting.
Cool.
The more you know.
Yay, that's the first one where we've all learned something.
Hey.
Really, Xander, you were closest with your communicator guess there.
Yeah, so what you were thinking was the women's razor that was used for the Jedi communicator in episode 1.
Okay.
I think your head was thinking more there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, fun fact for our little short film, not SaberComp, but our Jedi communicators were our tripod connectors.
Oh, that's perfect.
Nice.
I'll have just grabbed this thing. All right, so that was Saga Sabers and Duels, and nobody got that one. So I'm going to say, Xander, why don't you pick our next one? If you've got a strong category here that's working for you, see if you can catch up a bit.
Let's see, name that lightsaber for 20.
Name that lightsaber for 20. Contestants, who wielded this lightsaber? Max.
Oh no. It's one of two people. I believe this is Alex from Alex versus Nate 2.
Alex from Alex vs. Nate 2 is not correct.
Dang.
Eric.
Yeah, so Alex versus Nate 2 is correct, but this was Nate that wielded that at the very beginning.
That's correct. This was Nate in Alex vs. Nate 2 or Alex in Alex vs. Nate 1.
Oh, dang. I for some reason I don't remember him using a red lightsaber. I thought his was blue the whole time.
Really early on, this saber gets cut in half. Nate's disarmed. Alex steps on it, slices through it. That's why this image of the saber is just pulled from his behind-the-scenes featurette of that. It's the CG. If I were to take an actual photo of it, it would be cut in half.
Because it was the title sequence, right?
Yeah, it's coming out of the saber as he's pulling it towards himself. This is like in that main first shot. Okay, so that 20 points goes to Eric. That was name that lightsaber for 20, bringing Eric up to 55. And Eric, you get to choose our next category.
Let's do Snap Hiss for 20.
Snap Hiss for 20. Xander.
All right. Play it one more time.
Yep.
All right. Traitor.
Correct.
Stormtrooper.
That is
well done.
Raider!
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's
Good
FN
job.
2199 activating the riot control baton. Another one that in previous runs nobody was getting, but you grabbed that immediately. It's like that's the closest I have to a trick question because that's not actually a lightsaber sound, but
Tactical foul.
that 20 points brings Xander up to 40, bringing you right up with everybody else. Still a little bit behind though, so it is still so you've got your choice from having gotten that one. Let's see if you can use it to pull into the lead.
That's where the fun begins.
Yeah.
Man, if I gave points every time that someone did a quote, the quiz points wouldn't matter. Y'all would just start quoting and nothing. I appreciate it though.
Right.
You're making fun of me.
No, I'm not, because I know all of us. This would just be a quote off. If I was like, oh, I didn't even catch that you were doing it. Oh my god, you just sent the GIF.
I think I'm gonna give him points.
One time, 5 points. Just for the back-to-back and for catching me on it. No more quote points. Xander, you're at 45. Pick a category before I move on to someone else and I get too upset about it.
All right.
Before I alter the deal.
Sabers and duels for 20.
Pray he doesn't alter it any further.
Saga Sabers in Duels for 20. What material were the stunt lightsaber blades made out of for The Empire Strikes Back? Xander.
Was it PVC pipes?
It was not PVC. Eric.
Wood?
They were not made out of wood, no. Max?
I believe they were either aluminum or steel.
Pick
Or
one.
metal
Pick
rods.
one.
Oh,
Pick-
okay.
Pick one.
Let's go steel.
I will call that close enough. Every source that I found said carbon rods, by which I believe they mean carbon steel.
Yeah, like fencing foils and stuff.
Yeah,
like
aluminum wasn't used until the prequels. When the steel rods broke, and they would snap. When aluminum broke, they would bend, and they had to keep bending them back for episode 1.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I thought they were wood at first, because it would be sturdy-ish enough, but eventually would break.
Yeah, and Bob Anderson probably used a lot of the fencing foils, I would assume.
Right.
On that.
True.
So that is 20 points to Max. Bringing you from last all the way up to first now at 62.
Gasp.
A lot of leapfrogging going on as we're starting to work towards the bottom of the grid here.
Yeah.
And Max, it is your turn to choose.
All right. Now that I get what the category means, let's do weapons of the Jedi Knights for 15.
Wet pun of a Jedi Knight for 15. What lightsaber pun is this? Delicious, delicious silence. Xander.
It's a pun, so I might be wrong, but it's like a meme of that famous painting when the three like sisters are gathering like noodles or something. It's like a Picasso painting. I forget, but it reminds me of that.
So I did actually use a painting in this, but what I would need is an actual lightsaber or Star Wars term or phrase out of what I've put together here. Does anybody else want to guess, or are we going to the hint? Eric.
Entire saga?
Entire saga is not correct, but I think that your head's starting to think in the right direction. Max, do you want to give this one a go before the hint?
Nope, I got nothing.
Okay. These three women of Greek mythology, who are also known as the Moirai, but are known by a more common name, weave the destinies of mortals.
Oh.
I think we're gonna call it... Oh, Xander?
String theory.
String theory is not correct, but I like the stab at it.
Yeah.
Anyone else, or are we calling it? Max?
Is it duality?
Duality is not correct, but you're getting close to one of the elements.
It's not Duel of the Fates, is it?
It's Duel of the Fates!
Oh my gosh.
Damn. Oh, smart.
Well, once you said duality, that's all I thought of. I couldn't picture the tire related to that.
Yep.
It's a dually tire.
Yep.
For like a dually truck.
Touche,
I was on tire for most of it, and then as soon as I was like, dual tire. Dang
Yep.
it. Good job.
Damn, I couldn't think of it, then I realized, Duel of the Fates.
Yep.
Damn it.
Duel of the Fates. That's 9 points going to Eric. From a wet pun of a Jedi Knight.
Sounds like you keep saying wet pun, like it's about water.
No, hold on. Oh my gosh, I can't type.
Pray I don't moisten it further.
Eric, that brings you up to 64 and in the lead just barely. Can you extend your lead?
Let's do name that lightsaber for 25.
Name that lightsaber for 25. Who wielded this lightsaber? Eric.
I want to say Luke Starkiller.
Luke Starkiller is so incredibly close, but not correct. Max.
Is this... Oh. Mara Jade? No.
It is not Mara Jade. Xander.
Well, you already guessed, Starkiller, yeah.
Okay. I've got a hint here, but if you know it without the hint, you can still get full points.
Was it Han Solo's lightsaber when he still had it in the concept?
It is not. Let me go to the hint. If I can find it in my thing. Let's see. Max.
Is it a early version or a concept version of Vader's saber?
It is Darth Vader's lightsaber in this very concept art.
There we go.
That's my next guess.
Specifically, this is a prop that was built by Orbital Machining. I forget exactly when, but I don't know if they were like commissioned for it, whatever. But their version of that is now, if people are like, oh, I want to make a concept saber, they base it on this that was made here.
Nice.
Yeah. Now that I look at it, the colors do match Darth Vader's ultimately because it's got the same black on top.
Yeah. And like Luke's down here is a lot thicker as opposed to the thinner couple rings right there that we see here.
Someday, I really hope someone makes like a fight with this style of saber. It requires a full 3D blade replacement because of the transparency, but I've always loved the look of it being like almost a blowtorch, like
yeah.
flame.
The
So cool.
the Corridor Digital one kind of
Yes.
started with that a little bit, and then that's not what they went with for the final look of it.
Right,
But,
right.
you know,
Well, they
started off
like
with that
adjust it to be the full saber blade.
look. Yeah,
but
they tune it in.
it's cool.
You know, if anyone guessed this, they should have gotten extra points if they guessed that's Ralph McQuarrie's lightsaber.
Okay, so that because I didn't go to the hint, everyone was circling around it. I would say we'll go the full 25 to Max there. Leaping you up to 87. Max, you get to choose the next one.
Let's do clumsy and random for 5.
Clumsy and random for 5. We're gonna go down from a 25 and go down to a 5. Which lightsaber duel parody features a Scooby-Doo style chase scene, a fart gag in a crowded elevator, and a shareware expired title as the lightsaber effects go away? Xander.
Trying to think of the title, but it's the Cookies versus Cream, right? The Oreo commercial.
No, it is not, but that's an incredible poll that I'm gonna have to look up. Max.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of it, but isn't this a Jeff M. Skokie entry?
It is not.
Okay.
All right. The hint here. While this may parody many specific shots, this film of two dueling Sith apprentices runs longer than the fan project that it parodies. I think we're gonna call it.
Yeah, that's a stumper. I
So
don't know,
this-
5 you too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is me showing, I think, probably a little bit of my old TFN bias, old theforce.net bias. This is Tunis, which was a parody of Duality.
Oh yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this one.
Yeah, neither have I.
It's a little hard for me to recommend because it runs longer than Duality. A lot of the gags slightly overstay their welcome, but I think just the novelty value of being a parody of a fan film is fun. Apologies for throwing that at 5. Maybe there's easier ones down the line.
Can I guess right now that clumsy and random is all ancient TFN fan film questions?
If it is, it's not intentionally. Hold on, let me look at the rest of
Okay.
them because now I'm like,
I didn't know if for that category you were doing the thing like last time where there's a secret category underneath the random
there is
category.
not.
Okay.
But I appreciate the idea of going to guess. But no, this one is actually random questions.
Okay. All right.
Some of which are canon, some of which are fan stuff. Xander, why don't you go ahead? You're trailing a bit, so why don't you take the chance, see if you can catch up.
All right, snap hiss for 10.
All right, closing out my possibly favorite category on this one. Snap hiss for 10. What iconic lightsaber moment is this? Xander.
When A New Hope, Obi-Wan versus Vader opening.
That's correct. Not just not just the duel, but it is the opening blows from it as well.
Now I am the master. Only a master of evil, God.
Genius.
Nice.
Nice.
And
Good
that's
stuff.
and again, although we had somewhat limited play testing, that's the first time that someone got that one as well. People were like, "Oh, is that on Cloud City or is that in the Throne Room of Jedi?" It's like, nope, that's the first time that a lightsaber hits a lightsaber in A New Hope.
Yeah, I recognize that. I just wasn't as quick as Xander was there.
It's interesting.
right.
A lot of the times that there's a quiz, people are like, "Oh no, it's so much pressure and I'm losing it, whatever." Now, something that I've noticed here is that like during quizzes, I think you guys are more on it than like playtesting goes. You guys are doing great under pressure.
Nice.
Yeah, half of my resume says I can work under stress.
Yeah, let's go. Get this in the cover letter. I've been applying for so many friggin' jobs. All right, Xander, why don't you go ahead and pick our next one?
SaberComp first for 10.
SaberComp first for 10. This LCC3 entry was the first to be filmed and released in high definition. Max.
Eclipse.
Correct. Star Wars Eclipse.
Yes, I
it was
remember downloading the full res version of it, or was it on Vimeo at the time? And I loved how it looked, how high definition it was.
Yeah, because it was not just high def, but it was also how much dynamic range he got out of it, as opposed to like HDV had more than mini DV.
Very filmic.
I want to say it was like a Sony FX1 or something like that, but I do forget the model off the top of my head.
Also, funny story about that one. The like shepherd guy that's kind of like watching all this goes down, and like in the beginning they play a peacock sound, as he's like walking through the forest. I grew up in an area that didn't really have peacocks, and I had never really heard one before, and I thought, what is this strange, interesting sound?
It's like the reverse of when a horror movie plays like a common loon call. You know that?
Yeah, you're referencing the Nosferatu.
Yeah, and then it's like, that's not where this takes place. This doesn't take place in the Great Lakes. What's going on? It's the opposite of that effect. So that was 10 points for Max on SaberComp firsts. Bringing you up to 97. The board's starting to get cleared out, but there's still plenty of points up for grabs.
Let's do the weapons of the Jedi Knight for 5. So
Weapon of a Jedi Knight for 5. What pun is this? Eric.
Graflex?
Graflex. Incredible. I was like, are people going to know Lex by sight or?
What is
No,
that?
I just knew by graph.
By graph? Okay, fair. Lex was a 90s sci-fi TV show with a sentient spaceship called Lex.
Nope, that one did not get that one.
All right, that's 5 points for Eric on What Pun of a Jedi Knight. Bringing you up to perfect.
Nice.
You might as well quit when you're ahead. You're at 69 points.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to throw every single question, you can do that and end right there, or you can try to get more.
I'll try to get more. Let's go Wet Pun for 10.
Wet Pun of a Jedi Knight for 10. What lightsaber pun is this? Max.
That's rotoscope.
That is rotoscope. Well done. I'm like, is it too easy if I leave the logo there? No, I think it's too hard if I take the logo out. So.
Yep.
That's 10 for Max on pun, with only the 25-point pun that everyone's too scared of now.
Let's clear out weapon of a Jedi Knight for 25.
Clearing out weapon. What lightsaber pun is this? I'm getting my hint ready because I feel like we might need it. Anybody? Eric?
Carbon fiber?
Carbon fiber is correct.
Wow.
I was so worried that was going to be like too esoteric.
Well done.
Carb on fiber.
That is a good one.
That's 25.
That took me like a split second to realize, wait, is that like a carburetor and then fiber? Wait a minute.
Wow.
Math. That brings you to 94. AJ, can you check that for me?
Yes, it's 94.
Hooray!
Ooh.
I do numbers good.
I can math.
Okay, Eric. Where are we heading from here?
Name that lightsaber for 15.
Name that lightsaber for 15. Who wielded this lightsaber? Eric.
I'm gonna say Plo Koon.
Plo Koon is an acceptable answer.
Okay. Okay, that was where my head was also going, was Mace Windu's blue lightsaber.
Yep. So it was a shared prop during episode 1 filming. Mace didn't get his own saber until episode 2.
Didn't realize how similar that was to Maul's saber, like the design and style.
It was very clearly like
Very
we have a standard kind of design language for these sabers, and I think they looked at it and said, I think that's good for a hero prop from Maul.
Even similar to Kit Fisto. Kit Fisto just is skinnier and curvier.
It goes on in the canon to state that this was a style of lightsaber that was made by Lacunas Sabertuk, and I probably mispronounced that. But it was just like such a popular design that a lot of people copied his. But, you know, that's the canon explanation for a shared prop. So that is 15 for Eric.
Cool.
That brings you to 109 and back into the lead.
Ooh.
Hey.
Okay, still a decent amount of points on the board, but it's starting to come down now. So Eric, which category are we going to next?
Let's finish out Name That Lightsaber for 5.
Name that lightsaber for 5. Who wielded this lightsaber? Eric again.
Darth Sidious / Palpatine.
That's correct.
It's such a beautiful design. That saber, I love that.
It's a very regal design. I really like it. The rose gold is a neat touch. Yeah.
I don't know if it gets the points for that. I'm pretty sure the Senate wielded that lightsaber.
If you said the Senate, I would have given you an extra 5. As it is, you're getting the base 5 for
Senate.
that. Eric, it is all yours.
Let's go Saga Sabers and Duels for 25.
Saga Sabers and Duels for 25. What was the first lightsaber prop to be machined from metal instead of assembled from parts or cast into resin? Max.
This was Luke's saber in his green saber in Return of the Jedi.
It is Luke's Return of the Jedi green saber. I fell down a rabbit hole when I was researching this one. If y'all watching want to pause and see that, you can. Otherwise, we're moving on. Remember when we were talking about just grab whatever's nearby to use as a filming prop? Mm-hmm. The first couple shots they did of Return of the Jedi, they accidentally used the Graflex. And then they were like, oh, wait, that's gone. We can't do that. Right. What do we have? We have Obi-Wan's saber. Dress that up a little bit.
They would have had to design it because there's the deleted scene of him like building it like in parts in the cave and then turning it on.
Yeah, it was they grabbed Obi-Wan's and then that worked and they made resin casts of that for stunt sabers. Then when they went to go shoot the Jabba's sail barge scenes, they replicated it, machining it out of metal, and that is the prop that they used for the deleted scene, as well as for the close-up shot in Vader's hands for "I see you've constructed a new lightsaber." That was a pickup shot that they did after they'd machined that saber. All right, so that all went to Max, brings Max up to 132.
All right, so am I picking here?
Yes, you are.
All right, let's do clumsy and random for 25.
Clumsy and random for 25. For many, Darth Maul igniting both blades of his lightsaber on Naboo was the first time that they ever saw a double-bladed lightsaber. However, readers of this 1995 comic book would have already been familiar with them. This is one where I can break the points up into a few different batches. So there is a series name, there is a sub-series name that was a few issues, and then there's an issue number. And you'll get like 10, and 5 points for any of those elements that you get correct.
Yeah, I'm not really a comics reader, so I think I'm out on this one.
Xander.
I might be wrong because it's this original trilogy era, I think, but is it Heir to the Empire?
It is not Heir to the Empire.
Damn.
I will give a hint on this. Actually, I'll give 2 hints on this. Number 1, this is a older, as in it's not original trilogy era, it's not prequel trilogy era. It acts as like a long time ago kind of thing. This lightsaber is wielded by Exar Kun, and was designed by Chris Gossett. Xander.
Sith Wars.
Sith Wars gets you 10 points for the Sith Wars. Do you know what series the Sith Wars was a part of? And do you know the issue number? But you're already getting 10 points for saying Sith Wars.
I wish I did.
Anybody else?
Nope. I'm.
It's not Knights of the Old Republic, is it?
It is not.
Okay.
We'll call it there. That's going to be 10 for Xander out of this one. It was Tales of the Jedi was the overall series. The Sith War was a 6-issue series within that. Specifically, it was issue 3. But we'll get you 10 points on the Sith War.
Nice.
So
What sucks is that I knew the character, I just couldn't think of the comic book because it's been so long since I saw any of that.
yeah. And Xander, you can choose from the few remaining questions.
Alright. Sage Saber and Duels for 10.
Saga Sabers and Duels for 10.
Okay.
How many times is a lightsaber ignited in a scene, either visibly or audibly, in A New Hope? Max.
That would be New Hope. That would be 3, I believe.
3 is incorrect. Xander.
Okay.
Let's see. 4.
4 is also not what I'm looking for. Eric, do you have a guess?
4 was going to be my initial guess.
Okay. The hint I have on this one is that there are times, if you're sitting there and counting scenes out, there are some scenes that start with a lightsaber already ignited. You can buzz in again for reduced points. Max.
Then it's 2.
2 is also not correct. Xander.
5.
5 is correct. Luke turns his on in Ben's cabin. Obi-Wan turns his on in the cantina.
Cantina.
On the Death Star, Vader starts with his already ignited, but Obi-Wan turns his on. And then the Falcon tripped me up. And I had to watch it to be sure. Luke starts with it already on.
Yeah, okay.
Then he
yeah.
turns it off when Obi-Wan feels a disturbance in the Force. And he turns it on for the first time in the Falcon to end up getting shot by the remote. Turns it off again and says to Han, "You don't believe in the Force." And Obi-Wan's like, "Oh, well, aren't you getting cocky? Here, do this with the blast shield down." And ignites it a second time on the Falcon.
Okay.
So a total of 5 times. I had guessed 5 myself, but I only thought 1 on the Falcon. I didn't realize that Vader didn't turn his on that duel. But 5 is correct. And all that, Xander, you got that one. That is 6 points for you. Getting that one after the hint. Bringing you up to 71. Skipping past the fun numbers, but it's fine. We're here for points.
Alright, let's see. SaberComp for 20.
SaberComp first for 20? Okay. SaberComp first for 20. This SaberComp 2021 entry is the first to be fully 2D animated. Max.
I buzzed too soon. I know exactly what it is. Is it not this, but it has sister. I think it has sisters in the title. Sisters of the Force, or Sisterhood, or something like that.
Okay, that is not the title. I can tell that you know it. The hint may help you after the others have guessed.
Yeah.
Xander and Eric?
2021. Fully animated. I do not know.
Okay. Eric, any guesses?
I'm trying to think if this involved Legos.
No, this was I don't know if it was hand drawn or Flash.
I
But,
believe it was hand drawn.
yeah.
Got it.
In this entry, 2 women are raised in a dark side tradition, and then one turns her back on the other to turn to the light side. It is a single word title. Max.
Is it Betrayal?
It is Betrayal.
Oh.
Yeah. It is a bit of a. It's inspired by the Brothers Old Republic trailer.
Yeah.
It's very, very similar to that with some some differences, but yeah, it's a really cool entry.
All right, that is going to be 12 points for Max on that. Bringing you up to 144. Gross. Number jokes. Max, there are 3 left on the board. What's it gonna be?
Let's finish out SaberComp first. 25.
SaberComp first for 25. This entry is the first time that a tabletop role-playing game has been used as a narrative device. Max.
I mean, I will get the name right this time. It's Dungeons and Darkside.
That is incorrect. Eric.
What? Wait, what?
Damn.
You fell into my trap.
Thought you were the first one to use.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was Dungeons and Darkside too.
Xander, any guesses on this?
I was actually thinking Dungeons and Darkside.
When I say that it's the first time, it's because there have been multiple. The entry that I have here came out in 2017.
Okay.
Can I ask for a question can I ask a question that
I reserve the right to not
a hint?
answer it, but yes, go ahead.
Okay. Is the tabletop RPG that's used, is it D&D or is it something else?
It is not specified.
Okay.
There are players around a table, there are dice. Xander.
Roll 1.
Roll 1. My guy, you got it.
Let's go. I'm like, I swear, it was in my history earlier this week because I was binging all of them.
I still don't remember this one.
Yeah, neither do I.
Yep, this was by Darth Angelus.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that one.
Oh.
That is 15 for Xander.
Hey.
AJ, I got them in my trap. Ha 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 ha.
Yep, happened to me too.
All right, Xander. We've only got clumsy and random left. What's it gonna be?
Alright, I'll do one for 20.
Clumsy and random for 20. Which lightsaber choreography competition was the only one to require the submission of a separate choreography-only video alongside the main entry? Max.
I believe this was SaberComp 3.
It was not LCC 3. You're in the right area. Anybody else? Xander.
Okay, is it LCC 6?
Not 6. Eric.
Is it LCC 2?
It wasn't 2. You guys can keep guessing, but it's going to be for reduced points now. Max.
Was it LCC 2.5?
That's true. 2 wasn't a thing. 2.5 was a thing. It was not 2.5.
Right.
Wait, I thought there was a 2 and a 2.5. Like they were the same year?
Oh, that might have been it then. Oh, I forget. Either way, it's not 2. It's not 3. It's not 6. It's not 2.5.
Hang on. I think.
Xander?
9.
It is not 9.
Damn.
Was it the first?
It was not the first. You guys can just keep guessing. Keep throwing out numbers till you get there. It's one of the numbered ones before it went to years in 2016.
8.
8's not correct.
4.
4 is correct.
Let's go.
So that's going to be 12 points for Xander for the reduced points on that one.
I'm glad I wasn't entering during that era. I don't think my choreography really holds up to a choreography video.
It was rough. I know why they did it, especially really early on. LCC was really about the choreography, and the other stuff was like fluff. And SaberComp does slightly depend on who you ask, but you know, my personal take on it is that it's a more like it's Saber film, and yes, choreography is a part of it, but so is all this other stuff and the performance and everything, and shot selection and all that. So
yeah,
it was a neat idea, but I'm glad that we don't have to do that nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Xander, you are one question away from triple digits, and there is one question left.
I think we'll do that one.
We're going to go clumsy and random for 15. During the High Republic era and before, lightsaber blade colors among Jedi were varied, although they usually still avoided red. By the time of the fall of the Republic, most Jedi lightsabers were either blue or green. For what in-universe reason is this? Xander.
So green was meant for masters who are more of the teacher. Blue were meant for like the beginners who were just learning, I think.
That is not the answer that I'm looking for.
Okay.
Max.
I was along the same track where the green was for the advanced, super advanced, or alternative Jedi. Almost.
Yeah. Well, like if you look at the older High Republic era stuff or Old Republic, then you've got a much wider variety of colors, and it's not just learners and masters.
Are the colors more about the crystal itself, either how they're made or how they're found?
That is getting closer. Eric, do you have a guess before we go to that plus whatever hints I have?
I was going to say something along the line of wisdom and purity. Like, if you have green, you're more wise and pure. But
Right. Not the answer I'm looking for. So, on the note of crystals, the reason that towards the fall of the Republic there were fewer colors that are shown is, think resource scarcity, which I know is a very fun phrase to be thinking about during a lightsaber quiz. Xander.
Okay. Green was more for the Force, blue was more for combat.
Not the answer that I have. Max.
Natural kyber versus synthetic, or natural crystals versus synthetic.
Natural crystals from where? And why? We're closing in. We're doing this has always been like kind of a weird thing. If we can't get to the exact answer that I have, I think I'll probably just give everyone 5 points for participating because it's a weird one.
Yeah, nope, I don't got this one.
Okay. So the answer that I had was that early on in the Jedi, it was easier to get crystals that were good for lightsabers to get kyber from all over, resulting in a lot of different colors. Towards the end of the Republic, most Jedi were getting their kyber crystals from Ilum, which mostly produced blue and green blades.
Ilum, right.
Ilum, yes, thank you.
I see. I misread. I thought it was the differences between green and blue.
No.
Yeah, that's what I was registering as.
Oh, I see how you could have read that. Yeah, I was going for blue or green contrasted to there being more colors. Yeah.
I still wouldn't have got it. Just
Yes.
FYI.
Yeah. I think because there are... If you ask 10 people why the different colors exist in lightsabers, you're going to get 12 different answers. So I think I'm going to give everyone 5 points on that one, call it a wash. Thank you for participating. And we're going to go on to the final question.
Yeah.
So that was worth 15 points. Cool. Each of you get 5 of them. Xander, that brings you up to triple digits.
Oh, baby, a triple.
So, the final question, the way that this is going to work is that once I read it, I am going to start a 2-minute timer, and there are going to be multiple answers that will be answers for the question. At the end of 2 minutes, send me the answers that you have.
All right.
Yeah, can you send
it in a private message?
Yep, send it to me in a private message, not in the group chat, because then you're just giving everyone else your answers. Okay, final question. Name as many lightsaber-resistant materials as you can. You will get 10 points for every correct answer. All competitors will score, not just whoever gets the most. Your 2 minutes starts now.
I don't got much on this one.
Neither do I.
All right, I forgot to give a 15-second timer, so I'll just give that right now. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Got that last minute one there. I'm loving some of the answers that I'm seeing, and there's some that I didn't have written down that are still good. Okay. So, the answers that I had were another lightsaber, armor weave, Beskar, Mandalorian steel, Mandalorian iron, whatever you want to call it, Cortosis, Durasteel, Night Sister weapons, personal energy shields, Frick, which was part of a Magna Guard's Electro Staff, Kira's Electro Swords, and whatever else the author needs.
Hey, I think I got that one.
In fact, 2 of you did. We're gonna start with Xander. Let's see, Beskar. Yes. The Mortis gods. The son and the daughter were immortal so long as the father remained alive, who could only be killed by the dagger of Mortis. Are we counting that as resistant to lightsaber?
I mean, they weren't. The question was materials, though, wasn't it?
Oh, this is true. We are going materials, so we'll say no to the Mortis gods then, if that's fine. Praetorian Guard spear. I didn't have written down, but yeah, they definitely were able to. The Praetorian Guards were able to fight against the lightsabers.
Weren't those? No, they
right?
were those a form of vibroblades? Or no, those had a little a torch glowing edge kind of thing.
Let me see if they had some other particular unobtainium in them, or if it's just no, they could do the thing. Yeah, it just says they're in Wikipedia mentions they're resistant. Their weapons being resistant to their foes' lightsabers.
Okay.
It doesn't specifically say what their weapons are made out of. Just an energy-intensive field. Boy, I'm not getting any further deep into looking at that Wikipedia. We're just gonna say yes, Praetorian Guard spear. That's 2 so far. Disney Stormtrooper armor? I don't think so. I don't think it faced up against it directly. Cortosis, yes. Zillo Beast skull, yes. On Mandalore, I had forgotten about that, but you're right. Mandalorian, the Zillo Beast being resistant to lightsabers. Grievous Guard spears, the Magna Guard Electro Staff, we'll say yes. And plot armor. So I've got 6 on that one. Beskar, Praetorian Guard, Cortosis, Zillo Beast, Grievous Guard, plot armor. That's 6 points for Xander. So that will be 60 points added to your score.
Nice.
Yeah.
Eric, you said Beskar, Electro Staff, Vibroblade. I'm going to count that along with Cortosis. The reason that the KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic Vibroblades are resistant to sabers is because of Cortosis in them. They say it as a throwaway thing at the beginning, so we'll say yes. And then Kimir's helmet that was Acolyte, right?
Mm-hmm.
I believe that one was Cortosis as well because it shorted out the lightsabers. But they never do. They specify what it's made out of?
I think you're right. They didn't state, I think, what it's made out of. I am doing another real quick look at Wikipedia, and I'm not going to get sucked in. This isn't going to be the loot saber machining question again. Cortosis metal, yes. So I'm between that and Vibroblade, we're going to say that's Cortosis. So that's 3. Cortosis, Electrostaff, and Beskar for Eric. So Eric adds 30 points. And for Max, we've got Cortosis. Is it Frick or Freak? Either way, it's a weird word.
I always called it Frick.
Frick, cool. It's not as weird as what that genre of music, but anyway. Cortosis, Frick, Beskar. You said Electrostaff, but it's stated that the reason the Electrostaff can stand up to it is because of the Frick that's in it. Force imbued wood staff. What was that from?
So it was a random thing I read a long time ago. I just sent you the link. But there was a Jedi that had like a quarter staff that he would imbue with the Force to where it could block lightsabers.
Jedi Master Vodosiask Bass carried a wooden quarterstaff that he imbued with the Force so that the cane served him in place of a lightsaber. And yeah, I'm down with that. Yeah,
And I feel like I remember like reading in old Star Wars books like that was like an era of early Jedi with like force imbue wood. It wouldn't last as long, but
Right.
they would make these like swords or staves from it.
He's got to do the D&D thing of cast that spell at the beginning of the day and use a spell
Yes.
slot.
Yeah, cast Booming Blade
Yeah.
at the beginning and
So yeah, I'll count that. So we've and you also said Disney Star Wars plot armor, which is maybe more specific than we need, but yes, plot armor goes with whatever else the author needs. So that is Cortosis, Frick, Beskar, Vodosic, Bass's quarterstaff, and the plot armor for 5. So that is 50 points for Max. So let's add those in there, and we end up with Xander finishes out at 163.
Yeah.
Eric at 149. And our winner at 199 is Max
Damn.
with those 50 points. But Xander pulling up into second place by just listing a ton of stuff, like half of which I didn't even consider. So that's awesome. Congratulations, Max, on your win today and knowing
Thank
the most
you.
about lightsabers and SaberComp. So, Max,
Thank you.
where can people find you online?
Yeah, I'm at most places. If you search Max Jordan visuals at most places, or Max Jordan on YouTube, is where all my like Star Wars shorts are and all that stuff.
Nice. Xander pulling into second place. Where can everyone find you?
Hey, zaandarbrow on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, anything online, zaandarbrow.
Nice. And Eric, with the honor perhaps of learning the most today, where can everyone find you?
You can find me on my socials at ericfak on Instagram. I also have a YouTube channel dedicated to trying different hot sauces called Hop Sauce, because we do hot sauce and beer for the adults.
And it might be where I pulled this image from.
Maybe.
Awesome.
If you're curious where my image comes from, it's a little show we did in quarantine called the Quarantine Mario Brothers, where Mario doesn't want to save the princess because of COVID.
Is that? Oh my god. Oh, I love it.
Nice.
There's 8 episodes.
I mean, and if we're naming where our pictures come from, mine is BTS from a parody short I made with a friend of mine called John Thick, where it's me playing an overweight retired assassin, and he has to kill everybody in a home invasion. And that's on a different YouTube channel. It's not mine, but it's on a YouTube channel for my friend Caden Butera. You can just search John Thick in YouTube, and it usually comes up.
Nice.
Nice.
Everybody, those links will be down in the description below. Be sure to check out the channels, those projects, and thank you to our 3 contestants for joining us today. And thank you for AJ for helping out.
And you can me at my home address if you're looking for an actual duel.
Oh
And,
no, that's not where I thought that was going at all. Thanks everybody, and may the force be with you.
And thank you, Coder, for putting this together. It was really fun.
Yeah, this was great.
I
Thanks so
laughed
much,
at these.
man.
It was really fun. Good job on picking the questions.
Yay. Thank you.
Mhm.
Aw, shucks.
And don't you dare cut that out.
Okay.